Before this video starts, I just want to give you a heads up that I'm gonna try to go off script and talk a little bit with my heart and be more authentic to myself. So I apologize if I stutter or blank out on things. It's just the way my brain works. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about one thing that's been in my mind for a long time. And that is loneliness. Most recently, I've been feeling very lonely. And today specifically, days like this, today's Sunday, September 7th. Days like this, on the weekends, I feel a lot more lonely, especially when there's no plans, there's no anything to look forward, anything but work. And it's days like this where I feel depressed and isolated. And this morning, I didn't want to wake up. I just wanted to stay in my bed and just sleep and be in my dreams. But I knew I had to wake up and do my work. I wasn't looking forward to do my work. So I just said to myself that, fuck it, let's go out. Let's do something good for my parents. So I told my parents that we should go out and have breakfast with each other. Go out to the pancake house nearby and have our favorite meals. And when I told them this thing, they lit up. They got all excited. And for that moment, I didn't feel lonely. And when we got to the pancake house and had our food, we started to talk about our days, our plans for the week, our plans for the future, their retirement. And we talked about this. We socialized. And those feelings of loneliness started to go down a little bit. But it wasn't until I got back home. That's when the void, the emptiness, the loneliness started to fill back up. Yes, I was with my parents at home, but we had nothing to do. But I still felt that void. And I got this thought that I should go visit my sister who lives with her fiance, so we can talk and plan out things we could do. And let me remind you, I've never done this before. I've never gone out of my way to visit my sister just out of the nowhere, just to talk, just to converse and sit down on the couch and talk about life or about the future. Usually when I go visit her, it's mostly because I need help, she needs help, or it's because of I need to pick up something for her. But this time around, I decided to change things up and just sit down and talk with her and her fiance. We're getting older now, and our parents are getting older now, so at one point, we're gonna be the only family we're gonna have. Me, her, and our brother. At one point, we're gonna outlive our parents, and we're gonna be the only ones in our household left. So might as well be able to get a connection with my siblings. So I did. I decided to do something new and talk to her. And we did. I went to her house and her fiance, and we talked about life. We talked about plans, about everything. But there's this one particular point we really talked about, and that was about loneliness and depression at home. We talked about that being home all the time gets really depressing. That gets like, it feels like, despite being like our comfort zone, our place to relax after work, it feels like a prison, holding us back from socializing with other people. And even if we do productive things at home, like doing our work on our laptop or cleaning the house, it still feels like a prison. It doesn't feel freeing, you know? So I told her, yeah, let's go out on a walk and maybe see things that we've never seen before. We live around here, so let's walk around new parts we've probably never seen. It might be an adventure. And we did. We went on an adventure, and I didn't feel lonely at that point. Socializing with my sister, it was something new to me, but I didn't feel lonely. I felt a little bit better. I made more of a boring day to more of a happier day to connect with my sister and her fiance, who will soon be part of our family. And after that interaction, that made me realize that us humans need to socialize. We need to be together in packs. We're animals still, like gorillas. Gorillas and apes, they live in packs. They socialize and do things together. They do activities, they hunt, they do all that. They reproduce. They do and socialize all the time. But the only difference between them and us is that we have TikTok and technology around us, which is degrading our social skills and our ability to connect with others. We're not present. We're just constantly going through new content every second. It's all bullshit, honestly. That's why I decided to destroy that from my life. I was numbing my loneliness in the worst way possible. I was just becoming less of a person than more of a person. I should be going out, meeting new people, rather than just getting on TikTok and degrading my brain. That's how we're supposed to be. And I don't get it how people just choose to be at home and rot their brains away. It's not right. And I know there's gonna be people saying that it's good to be locked in your house for 6 months to lock in and be on monk mode and work on your business and all of that, but I did that and I hated it because I didn't socialize. I was isolated from everyone. My cousins, my friends. I was just isolated. And honestly, during this monk mode, I was really unproductive compared to being more social and working on the business too. I felt more motivated to work on the business while I was meeting new people, meeting new girls. I was more social there than being locked away in my monk mode, just staring at a computer and getting work done. Yes, I was making money, but it wasn't worth it. It didn't feel purposeful. It felt meaningless. I wasn't doing anything for anyone. I was just doing it all for myself. And yes, I should do things for myself, but we're animals. We're packs. We're supposed to be in packs and do things for others. We should help others in our tribe and receive help from others in our tribe as well. That's how we just work. However, there's been another thing that's been bothering me, and that was my heartbreak. A couple months ago, my ex-girlfriend broke up with me, and it was the worst pain I ever had. This is my second girlfriend. Despite being my second breakup, this second breakup was the worst one. Mostly because it was with my best friend, I say. She felt like she was truly my partner in crime. I had a deep affection for her. And losing her like that, it felt horrible. I became lonely again. And yeah, I can go out easily, meet new girls, hook up with new girls, do degenerate shit, but that's not my vibe, bro. I like true love. I like real love, like our parents and grandparents had. I like that type of shit. That dark love, like it's me and you against the whole world type of shit. I love that. But nowadays, it doesn't seem like that's possible because of ex-boyfriends, toxic relationships, situationships, toxic texting, and all this manipulation shit. It's fucking horrible, man. It's fucking horrible. Love is hard now. But I say it's worth being alone right now while building up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're still supposed to meet new girls and build the skill of attraction and all that, but it was worth being alone right now than being with bad company. There's a saying in Spanish saying, es mejor estar solo que mal acompañado. That means pretty much the same thing. And I had to experience this quite recently again. I met a girl about a week ago, and this girl was very, I don't know how to put it. She was very attractive, let's say that. And I met her at a jaripeo. If you're not Mexican, then you don't know, but it's like a concert where you can dance and socialize with people. And at this jaripeo, I met up with this one girl. I've seen her before at the gym, at restaurants. We would just smile at each other. So there was a little thing going on. But when I was there, we connected a lot with each other, and we danced, and we got along. Let's say that. We got along. I'm not gonna lie. I started to get feelings of affection. The same feelings I had with my ex-girlfriend. I started to build like kind of an emotional thing to not being lonely again, to being with her, that new girl, kind of like an idiot thing. But as I got to know her more and more, I started to know more about her past, the things she's done with other people, with her ex-boyfriends and all that. And at that point, despite having some feelings and emotions for her, I just knew I had to cut it off. I had to put my values and my standards above my emotions and my feelings. And if I were to follow my feelings, I'll cause a lot of problems for me and for her and for other people around us. So it was worth the price to become lonely and be on the search for a new girl, despite this girl being attractive and I having feelings towards her. So I was willing to be more lonely and depressed, you say. But sometimes being lonely, sometimes is really great. Right here, right now, I'm lonely and I feel free. Just look at that. Just paradise right now. And just the wind blowing on me, the leaves just rumbling. It feels peaceful. Because usually when you're around people, it can get chaotic. It feels like things are happening on top of things. It can go one way or the other. It's pure chaos. But sometimes being alone gives you time to be in your thoughts, in your mind, so you can make up solutions to problems you have in your life, or think about your future or your direction in life, your purpose. It's great to be alone. But yeah, it does get to a point where you need to socialize because we're animals. In this couple of weeks of loneliness, I've been seeing more signs of God. Quite recently, I saw this one video from Alex Eubank. He's like a fitness influencer or something like that. And he talked about his depression and his suicidal thoughts. And I remember he was talking about God, and he mentioned when he set aside on God, he started to feel better. He started to feel less lonely, like he had a companion right by him. And after watching that video, I feel like that video was like a sign of God to get closer to him. And the next day, I went to the gym, and I met this one guy who was asking me to work in with me. And I met this guy, and we socialized. We talked about each other. We talked about our goals and all that stuff. And then he mentioned God, that he's been more closer to him because he's been going through stuff like I've been, like breakups and struggles with school, work, all of that. And I was like, dang. God put him to show me that he's feeling better because he's following God. Like, I should maybe do that. And that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to be more closer to God. I always believed in God, but I wasn't always a firm follower. I didn't worship him. I didn't pray. I didn't read the Bible. I believed him. I believed there was a creator, but I wasn't close with him. I was separated from him. And today, I felt a little bit of his presence with me. So I'm gonna give God a shot. I'm gonna try to become more religious and follow him. And I'll let you guys know what happens if I feel less lonely or something happens, something amazing happens. Let's see what happens. I have confidence that something will happen, that I'll become better. I know I will. I know. If you're feeling lonely right now, just like me, you're not alone on that. I know how that feels. And you're truly not alone on that. I'm with you. We're not the type of people to go out and drink, numb the pain away. We're the type of people to feel the pain of being alone so we can grow, so we can become better for our future families, for our future wives. Basically, our whole future. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks being alone, not having a girlfriend, or trying to find the one, or the people, the brothers who are actually there to support you and you actually push you through your goals. But all you have to do is just keep going through it. Keep talking to people. Just say hi to them, or maybe give them a compliment. And I know there's gonna be some antisocial people out there that they have an anxiety that they can't talk to people, or they can't relate to anyone. I've been there, bro. I've been there. And let me give you this advice. No one cares about you. Don't get anxious about this. Instead, just give it a shot. Go out. That's what I did. I went out, said hi to people, random people, said good morning. And slowly, I started to build my social confidence. I started to get a little bit less awkward. I might not be at my best right now. I might stutter. I might become a little bit awkward, but it's a work in process. But I feel a lot better, more confident in my social skills. So I suggest you do the same. When you see the receptionist at the coffee bar, at your gym, or at your school, just say hi to them and give them a compliment. That goes a long way, because next time you see them, you might spark up a conversation that maybe you guys are both on self-fulfillment and like the same things, the same books, the same educational courses. And maybe right there and then you meet your brother or your girlfriend. But yeah, loneliness is a weird thing. Sometimes it's good to be around here alone enjoying the vibe, enjoying the wind, enjoying the leaves, enjoying the sun. But sometimes it gets too much to the point like become awkward with ourselves. Because we're humans, we need to socialize. So do that, socialize. But don't socialize with the wrong people. Don't do that, don't do that. Socialize with people that are willing to talk to you and are not into drugs or anything like that. If they are into drugs, cut them off immediately. Talk to people that are actually nice to you and actually have something going. And it doesn't have to be all self-improvement, but talk with people. And slowly, you'll meet new people that are actually on self-improvement. It's more like a trial and error thing. As you meet more people, you can cut off people that you don't like, then you can bring in people that you do like into your life. And I know there's gonna be some communities online that there's people on self-improvement. Those things can also work. I've been using Hamza's community to work on my self-improvement, and I like it. I've been posting sometimes on it, getting some advice from my other brothers. It's nice. So if you're going through loneliness now, I'm with you. Don't give up. Keep grinding. Keep working on yourself. Excuse me. Keep building yourself. Keep being on grind. And imagine yourself in the future being strong, being fit, being socially confident. Just go through the pain. Go through the struggle until you meet people who are actually on self-improvement and can help you through your growth. Stay strong. Keep on the grind. And thank you for watching.